Fellas, how y'all feel today, man?
Shit, any day above ground.
I don't know, but we definitely got to work on our intro because
the intro. Don't mind us, y'all.
you definitely sound like some. I don't know,
You gotta use his real voice. He
you gotta
fucking
figure that out, Barry White.
He trying to fucking.
My voice sound deep.
Nigga, you
Bitch,
you ain't authentic. It's like hello.
At the sound of two,
bitch, you
you know what to do. It's your DJ.
Hey yo,
he reading announcements off from a fucking
fuck?
school. Like
The
hello
fuck?
today.
My grandma just woke up with the sweats.
Today it's Monday, March 28th, and today we're gonna. Nigga, you ain't at school, nigga.
Man, hey yo, listen, it's your host Pross. Welcome to the Nothing to Something
let's
podcast.
run this
I'm your
back.
host.
All right,
Here
we
go
got
my
you.
Co-host
There you
Train,
go, man.
my other co-host G, vice versa. Whenever you know what I'm saying.
All right, here we go. Yo, 3,
Be comfortable in your big ass body, boy.
2.
Yeah,
Whoa.
nigga, shit. No, you ain't just like you talking. That was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta get comfortable.
Why you looking at my body?
You gotta get comfortable.
Why he whispering to you?
Ding ding sauce.
What? The
That shit in that boy blood.
It's the freaky hour.
That's in that boy blood. Already? It's only 6:46.
Yo, that man is tripping over there.
Yo, be look.
Yo, don't bet. Yo, he better not drink.
That's the song he was doing at fucking not North Village. What it was, Green Nose over there.
Yeah, first of all, niggas be lying. Hold up.
That nigga get the way, man.
Oh my goodness, they play too much. All right, man, let's start this over. Troy, you can go ahead, start the intro.
But
Are you
shit
ready?
like this we can use for the TikTok and shit. So when you clip this part out,
Bloopers.
send that.
It's all bloopers shit, but all right, here we go.
All right.
Episode
All
1,
this shit.
pilot episode. Get started in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yo, it's your boy Pross, man, from the.
I ain't from that part.
I'm fucking around.
That's where he from. Yeah, well,
Hey,
he's
welcome to the Nothing to. I keep wanting to say no choice. Welcome to Nothing to Something podcast. I'm your host Pross. Here go my co-host Train, and with my other co-host G.
I ain't know this nigga stuttered. You did?
We trying to get this nigga to be the engineer.
I was trying to figure it out.
We trying to get him to be the engineer.
That nigga sound like fucking.
I'm on the mic. You gotta sound sexy.
He stuttered.
No, he wasn't stuttering. He was trying to do that song while he was there. That shit recording, so he didn't want to get.
All right, let's get serious, man. I got shit to do, man. I got work.
Today?
Yeah, we definitely. For this
definitely
pilot,
got
I feel
mad
like for 30 minutes when we had talked, when we first said it, we definitely would talk about how to fuck this bitch.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
And we could say the loyalty and all the other shit, like what you really, because that could be long.
Yeah.
That's definitely what we could say that shit for. We could say that shit for for fucking
Yeah, right on. Yeah,
you know, like a
episode 1. You know,
yeah, longer podcast or something.
Right.
All right, so here we go. Kick it off for real. You ready? No choice. He got me doing that shit. Nothing to Something podcast, pilot episode, test episode 1.
Episode 0. This is not episode 1. It's episode 0 because then the first one gonna come after this.
Pilot episode in 3, 2, 1.
Let me ask you, what would you do if your friends pulled up on you and just forced you to start a podcast? We about to let y'all know. I'm your host, Pross. This is my co-host, Train. This is my other co-host, G. Welcome to the Nothing to Something podcast. For the pilot episode, we definitely about to show y'all the chemistry that we got and how interesting this fucking dynamic get. We got a engineer here. We're trying to, break over. You see it, yeah.
DJ B-Rec.
Get him over up into the shit too. He don't really do the podcast.
Drop the beat.
We gonna see how it goes.
He's not a public speaking guy, so he's good.
Yeah, we'll figure out.
He definitely got the shiesty on like he going to rob somebody after this, so y'all be careful. But shout my boy out. He definitely a man of many occupations, hustle man, transportation. Y'all need get to and from. Hit my boy up. You heard?
Definitely facts.
Y'all need security.
Yeah.
He do that too for y'all. Yeah. Now he about to be a DJ, man. What he Jamaican? Y'all ain't know that.
It's not a DJ. It's an engineer.
Yeah, he got
he's
to
not my fault.
Like you can't call people. It's like DJ Khaled. He not a DJ because he doesn't actually.
Nah, hold up though, because
What's his
Khaled
name?
used to carry the crates back in the day.
Yeah.
So he was.
So DJ D-Rec ain't a
he
real
was a
DJ because he
worker.
don't play no music. He just hit.
Correct. Yeah.
Nah, he got like the little. It's like
It
the
look
got
like
back
it.
there.
It looked like it,
A
right?
worker, a
It ain't
DJ,
real.
a DJ's like DJ Envy, Kid Capri,
ones who actually
shit like
I don't know if he play music no more or he do
not
the
no more,
Breakfast
but
Club.
he already did it to get where he at. So he really don't got to do shit no more. You think when you make $1 million or millions, you gonna still be fucking doing shit right now?
If it make the money.
Yeah, nah, man.
If it make the money.
Listen,
I'm going to say we do what you do to make the money.
if I got $1 million right now, nigga, I'm not about to be slinging no fucking Genesee beer.
Yeah, well,
But that's-
1 million? Hell
Nah,
no,
I'm
that'll
outta
make your
here.
life comfortable as a bitch.
I'm outta
Yeah,
here,
that's
man.
it.
But I get what you saying though, because that should be, nigga. Why I'm gonna be doing mandatory?
Yeah.
But my thing is him DJing. He can do shows
I'm
of like
definitely-
50
I'm definitely
racks.
Working. See, that's different. I'm
Like he
definitely
can do
working.
shows that he getting paid 50 racks to do.
But that 50, or he don't have to do that. He could just sit in the fucking chair and talk like with 2 other niggas and 2 bitches and get paid.
Yeah.
In the morning.
In the morning, and
he
guess
do-
what?
Would they do that from 5 to 8 and then he done for the rest of the day?
Well, guess what? My boy
Yeah,
was
but he
doing.
still do gigs.
Yeah, he do
I-
gigs.
I
Maybe
wouldn't
he
do
be
that.
150K.
Yeah, you think?
For
Yeah.
what?
I
For
wouldn't.
30 minutes?
Nah.
Boy, you sound crazy. You know the EDM DJs, they be making what, like 400,000-500,000 for a
Yes.
whole 3-day week. What?
Bruh.
You know what he probably could do?
Bro, they're not even playing it's all instrumental.
Yeah, but then you gotta do. That's too much work for a nigga that's rich. I'll teach a nigga how to.
Bro,
get
how do
my
you
money
think the
back.
rich stay rich? You
Bruh,
gotta
do you
keep
know
getting money.
billionaires
You gotta
still,
keep getting money.
Billionaires stay working.
Like they don't get rich and stop.
No.
That's the wrong
They
mindset.
get rich and start stealing.
yeah, this definitely.
He
gonna be
definitely
a-
did that.
yeah, this
You
gonna
right.
be
He
a
definitely
good-
did that.
Start
good
stealing.
podcast because we're gonna have to. Yeah.
So that's a radio show. So what we doing with this pod episode, y'all, is we want to talk about like just like podcasts in general and what we think they are and what our expectations of ourselves when it comes to like doing this podcast.
Yeah.
One day. So let's take this back. We all met each other probably about 10, 12 years ago. Some of us even longer than that. But it's through football. We got a love for the game of football.
Not no more.
I still love the game of football.
Man.
I'd never stop loving it.
Yeah,
I was actually good. So
Fuck him.
that was my first love.
niggas who's good.
I love football before I love any chick.
Yeah.
Just being real. So
I stopped on my.
That sounds
my
like
own.
some gay shit.
yeah,
So you telling me right now, like, yo, we got a football game, but this bitch like, yo, come get some of this pussy. You going to the game?
Yeah, I'm gonna go play.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. Why
I could
wouldn't
get.
I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right, true.
But I ain't gonna get into that.
Fuck
'cause
that. Fuck that.
I ain't say that, babe.
That
So
shit
I'm just saying.
All
I'm talking about my woman, but still, I'm going to play.
Yeah,
see you
because I'm gonna
tonight.
keep it real. My son was born and I
Bro,
stayed at the
I'm
game.
about to go.
Trey, you asked me a question like you don't know my answer. Why I need to?
That's I know. Some
Yeah,
niggas-
you-
What was my answer gonna be? Boy, I stayed at a whole. So here we go, y'all. I stayed at a whole football game when my oldest son was being born. August 7th, 2010. We had to play a game at East High School in Rochester, right? My kid's mom, she went in labor. They called me like first quarter,
This
like,
nigga
yo,
wanna
she's
play
going into
still.
labor.
Like, nigga, get your ass out of here, man.
I'm like, yo, all right, I'll be there. Second quarter come. You leaving? Yeah, I'm about to leave. Halftime come. Her dad comes to the field like, yo, she having a baby. Come on. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be right behind you. Go ahead. But I played the whole third quarter till they had to kick me off the field and tell me like, go, bruh.
But you niggas also left too, like when it's like y'all left on a good time, like when niggas was winning and niggas ain't go through like the shit nowadays with the new age people for y'all to be like, man, fuck
But
football.
I still play flag though, and I still.
That shit ain't.
And then I was
man.
coaching. Nah, it give me something.
Unless
though.
you a lineman, I'm
Yeah.
not chasing nobody.
You
I-
niggas-
Yeah,
you
I
niggas
still
ain't
get
like
to. I still get
Them
to
little
be a
niggas,
bully.
they play flag and be happy.
Yeah,
because I ain't
yeah,
got
Nah, see,
yeah,
in the
man.
trenches though, it's still real football
See, that's
for me.
what I'm saying. And
But
I
I
ain't-
still be
I'm not
slamming.
playing
I
down
still
there.
get.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
like that shit. To
That's
me,
y'all,
y'all niggas
bro.
left at the height of this shit. Now this shit ain't the same. So,
But that's
love
what
this shit
happens.
Get away. So that's why I'm like. You know what I'm
But
saying?
so that's our story. Like we all met or whatever. We used to play. We was actually they met first in high school. Then me and him met after he got out of high school. He came home and we met playing for one football team. And then I met him playing for a different team. We got a funny story about that for another day. Then he ended up joining our team. We won some championships together. Show him the ring, brother. We got a national
Definitely got a
championships
ring.
together and all this stuff. But then we kind of just started a group of us being real low, just being homies and friends, right? And so like all four of us plus my boy Brent and a few others was like but so we went from there then. So we all best friends and godfathers of kids, people's children. We brothers at this point, right? And then one day, my boy Pross over there, he just hit us up like, yo, y'all want to start a podcast? Me and Trey was like,
Shit,
all right. What else we got to do?
Yeah, now that the mic done whooping my ass over here. Yeah, y'all ain't even give me time though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even formed the damn thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I appreciate our relationship, because y'all don't give me time to fucking be like, you know what, this shit ain't gonna work. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen, or we ain't. Soon as, just like the real estate shit, soon as we fucking, what's the name, bro? It's like, okay, all right, you got to make this shit work. Because they don't even fucking care, but they got fake. They believe, all right, yeah, whatever, let's do it.
Because like a lot of niggas, listen, you can count in your life how much dumb shit that you actually probably took and spent money on that was actually dumb as hell, and then your friend I think that's why like Mexicans and white people work, because it started off with somebody coming like, yo, let's try this. Even if it doesn't work, at least you tried it. Niggas done spent money on some bullshit before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, at our age,
but
like,
I don't think people be wanting to sacrifice. That's the whole.
I mean, I get that too. But then you go home and like niggas go to work 7 days a week, and then you buy a pair of shoes for $300 and they just sit there. You know what I'm saying? So why not do something that can probably generate some bread later on down?
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna jump in and say this: we all kind of watch podcasts outside each other, and I even know like we really all like listen and watch podcasts. So when he asks us like,
I ain't gonna lie.
"Oh, we know a podcast. Yeah, we cool with it, right?" Yeah. And then honestly, my boy Train, you tell him something. If he all in, he all in. Them boys start sending what we need to get. Here we go. He made a list.
That whole night we had a fucking Amazon list.
Nigga, you can't.
Boom, like, and it's like, yo, like that shit, bro.
Because it's like
I know I'm with a perfect group, bro. Like,
but because if you sit
when
down
it comes to business, like I knew it was,
you sit down and look at it, like a lot of shit doesn't work because it doesn't come from the ground. It don't, like, a person can have an idea if we sit around long enough and be like, yo, we want to do this. It don't actually start till somebody kick. It's like you kick the tire and started going, like, and then everybody will start going. Like my cousin Ant, this nigga got a lot of ideas. I think like he some ideas are great, some ideas are not, but he has a lot of ideas. But sometimes he doesn't have like a person to kick him off to start doing it. Sometimes it takes longer because he's doing it by himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's shit like that. You gotta start it off, even if it doesn't work.
Here we go. And I'll take it a step further where it was like when he came to us, the only thing he had was I might got a spot. That was the only thing he said. I might got a spot. Cool. Well, set it up. See, when we come looking at stuff, and then that's how we end up here, man. We I don't know if y'all can see the background, but like we friends, but we funny, and we listen. Who needs enemies when you?
But that's what niggas said. Like when
be sad one day and you get hit with 10 jokes, and you like,
boy, you called our group with anything that's serious, and I promise you gonna be mad because the first thing they gonna do before they get serious, they gonna joke on it.
But that's what
then we'll
talk about
you up.
But anybody
you gonna hear these jokes.
But anybody who I told that said to do this, that we was gonna do this. Oddly enough, I won't even say oddly enough. Some of enough people say, "Yo, y'all really like funny as hell, but y'all also do be talking and having like serious conversations and shit." After a while, sometimes people don't know people can get serious, so when they see you get serious, it's like they shocked that you can stop playing for 5 or 10 minutes. So everybody who I told about this, like, they're like, "Oh, that'll be I think that'll be something good about it."
And I think like what we want to do is bring something different. We bring in a perspective of just everyday people. Like we all live regular lives, 3 different career fields, and like I said, the one common thing we got was football. But we want to bring this perspective of real events to the world through like the everyday, not a celebrity. You know, all the celebs got their podcasts and stuff, right? And people go listen to them, and they listen to what they think, right? But we gonna give y'all a real world perspective on it. I do love podcasts. Some of my favorite podcasts.
3 different points too.
Yes.
Sometimes the thought.
Oh, we don't always agree, y'all. We definitely don't always agree. That'd be fake. That'd be the fake. One thing we don't do is check the box. Oh, okay, y'all think that's cool? Let's do it. Nah.
Because a person would never learn how to get better in life or all around stuff if some party agree with them all the time. How do you know you're doing something wrong if nobody tell you that you're doing something wrong?
Well, that's one other thing I always appreciate y'all for is if I call y'all with some shit and y'all gonna tell me I'm right or wrong, like no matter what, and I gotta just listen like, fuck, all right, man. Same thing, vice versa. Like we getting honest opinions. We not getting like yes men. Nobody here is a yes man. Like, nah. We like, oh, nah, you tripping or you bugging or nah, that's you right.
Because you would never get better if somebody tell you yes all the time, and you know, and people know they be wrong. Like, you know you wrong in your heart, but a nigga told you, nah, you ain't wrong, so you just go with it. Nah, I don't want to be around people like that.
Hey, yo, this episode, right now, these mics.
The episode is brought to you by Mike Stand.
It's my boy over there.
Mike Tyson.
Heavyweight fight with that
Photography
right now.
and audio visual equipment because this shit is uppercut.
I do want to shout out.
But the crazy part about this is when these niggas clown about me all the time because I say, yo, I don't want to deal with no fucking equipment or nothing like that. And as you notice, the whole time, the nigga who took the charge of the equipment.
I didn't spend so much on y'all.
It's beating his ass.
Now my shit is just
that might beat his ass.
Hey, before we keep it going though, I do want to shout out a couple of our sponsors. We gonna have a chance for everybody.
Sponsor nigga ain't gave us shit yet, man.
I want to shout out a couple of our sponsors.
Nigga ain't gave us shit.
He played too much, but one of them is gonna be. Again, we support each other. No choice, right? Clothing brand by my boy.
Yo, you got to catch the nigga when he in there, because if you don't, you ain't getting shit.
No choice. I'm rocking one of his shirts today. Snoop Dogg. No choice.
Run a tight ship. The same as China over there.
Shout him out.
Hey. I'm gonna tell
Author Misha. We gonna shout her out. Taylor Creations, get y'all need a cake lady, man.
Man,
Taylor
that
Creations,
bitch don't make cake, she make everything,
treats,
man.
everything, food, whatever.
Fish,
Taylor Creations, whatever y'all need. Y'all need some clothes for kids, purses, garments, shoes, women's boutique. Hit up Autumn's Unique Boutique. They Facebook pages. You can go look at they got websites, all that. Go holler at them. So that's No Choice. That's Taylor Creations. That's Autumn's Unique Boutique. Y'all need a good read. Hit up Author Misha. She got a ton of books on Amazon, Kindle, store. All that. Man, they some
Author
good
Misha
books.
on all the social media websites. Also, No Choice, No Choice.
The No Choice shit is
Autumn's Unique Boutique. Hit her up on Facebook. Her website attached right to her Facebook page.
Gianta Fleming on Facebook and everything. If you want cakes and stuff, the No Choice thing, I'm gonna tell you, it's a great clothing line, great quality.
Good quality.
If you want some shit,
a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of one-on-ones.
If you want a good No Choice shit, you gotta pay attention to me or Gerald or Brent or somebody. Bernard, that's the shit you can get. Anything that you see on Pros or
that's one.
That's not for sale.
I got like 2 1v1. I would say that I got 2 1-on-ones. I got 2 1-on-1 items.
It ain't like
I think Trey got like 1 or 2 1-on-ones, but other than that.
But the fire shit.
Yeah, he gonna have something.
Anything you see with Pross and his lady wear is not for sale. Okay, so don't even ask. Time.
But we gonna get back into this podcast. That was our little. Again, make sure y'all, if y'all want to sponsor the podcast and get shouted out, we doing ads, man. We have all that information for y'all very soon. Ready. But make sure y'all, if y'all want to send us some clothes and merch,
some shit, man.
We'll rock y'all merch and make sure we shout y'all out. Just let us know. But
they will. I have a conflict of interest.
Yo, if that
it's above me.
If that shit on the Guardian T-shirt, nah, man. If you want to put
we'll put that shit on the floor mat.
Yeah, but if you want us to wear your logo and you only got Guardians, I will bring you a shirt, man.
Hey,
I got a couple.
We also gonna have some merch very soon too from Nothing to Something Pod. Just getting that out there so we can flood the streets with just everybody. So make sure when y'all see this, give us a like, give us a share.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. If y'all got, listen, y'all only watch.
It's gonna get funnier.
Please.
It's gonna get funnier.
But back into the podcasting, right? So I'm gonna throw out some podcasts that I like, and we just talk about it. So a couple of my favorites are gonna be, of course, Drink Champs. Most people watch that. Nori.
I hate Drink Champs.
Me too. I think that's the go-to podcast when niggas.
I hate it because Nori I just don't like.
It's too long. Pause. The show is
over his
whoever.
tongue,
it takes. I think because I'm the older one of the crew, right? And I just remember Nori as a rapper and all that. I do think it's some wild stuff, but it
takes too long to get
There's some good stories being on there. Like T-Pain had a couple good stories. He had some good stuff up on there.
Then a lot of niggas be on there lying and shit, man. Like you niggas, like man.
You get on ours lying, we're calling that person.
A couple of them I don't really. I watch,
and
but
we're
it's
gonna see who telling the truth.
I say this. What y'all think about No Jumper?
You know why I like that?
I like it 50-50.
It's 50-50. There's
depending on who on there.
Yes.
Depending on who on there.
There's no real purpose. Like everybody just go up there.
I do think it's for the camp. No, I think people get up there now. Like before, when it first started, it probably was like more to have conversation.
Authentic.
Now it's all about what can I do wild to make a
crit match.
I honestly think that's more. I I think what they're creating
It's for
ain't
show.
us. No, it's not for us. It's for West Coast people.
Nah, I don't
that's
think
the
so. I
joke.
think that's
it's
reality
supposed to-
reality
Because
podcasting.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that even at first. It was for West Coast
Yeah,
people.
no.
Even though some
It's
of
a
the gangsters
reality
on there got
podcast.
on
They
there
get
too.
up there. They want to do
Yeah.
wild stuff just so they
Yeah.
can.
Now they showing how
Yeah.
gangster they is.
The one person he tried to outdo the last nigga. Who
Yeah.
Yeah, and another one. I do like some of the sports ones. Gil's Arena is one of my cool ones. I do think I like them because they like us. I say that they like us because they all hoopers, but they don't got the same opinion. They gonna argue and they gonna argue they self down and they funny. And then what's one Rashad McCants? He always come with the get up on, and even Gil be having his little it's just funny to me. I think that's a pretty dope one. I think y'all also just put me on a different one too.
The Real Street Comedy. Dude.
Oh, real
Yeah,
street comedy.
that's
yeah.
funny as
That's pretty funny too.
So that's something I watch when it's just like when I want to.
I watch that at
I don't
work and
wanna
stuff.
think about.
I think if
Right.
I think if you want to do like podcast, the one that I think everybody should watch is like